Well, nationally, markets continue the free fall after President Trump's Rose Garden address. That centering around Trump's tariffs have set off a chain reaction here as the Dow Jones starting off today on a roller coaster but ending at less than 1% down. Right now, a universal 10% tariff on all imports is now in effect. National banks now sounding alarm bells as a result. Goldman Sachs forecasting the odds of a recession are now at 45%. It's the second hike in a week and a 10% rise from their previous forecast. Now, economists are also growing concerned with the damage. One expert saying while investors will lose money, you will also be paying more for normal goods and services.
True, but what we've got to remember, of course, is tariffs are a tax paid by domestic consumers. As the idea that foreign countries pay these taxes to the United States is nonsense. We have 4,000 years worth of history on trade tariffs. Domestic consumers pay this.
The Trump administration has been defending the policy choice, claiming that a shift is happening and that world leaders are ready to negotiate to eliminate their tariffs. Now, one of them is Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. He met with the president today and is the first foreign leader to negotiate the tariffs in person. NBC's Vaughn Hilliard has more on the meeting and the fallout President Trump faces with his economic policy.
Another roller coaster day on Wall Street as investors react to President Trump's new taxes on imported goods.
It's the only chance we're going to have to reset the table on trade.
The president essentially telling spooked investors not to panic. In a post on Truth Social, Mr. Trump says dozens of countries have called to negotiate lower tariffs. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Washington meeting in person with the president and top White House officials, looking for relief from the 17% tariffs Trump slapped on one of the U.S.'s closest allies.
We have many countries that are coming to negotiate deals.
After a weekend of mixed messages from Trump advisors over whether the tariffs were negotiable,
there can be permanent tariffs and there can also be negotiations.
The president threatening China with even higher tariffs if that country doesn't drop the 34% tax on American goods it imposed in response. As the stock market drops, recession forecasts are growing. And now some business leaders are starting to speak out. JP Morgan telling investors it expects the economy to contract under the weight of the tariffs and that a recession will drive unemployment up to 5.3%. Even top Trump advisor Elon Musk appeared to break with the president on tariffs over the weekend.
I hope it is agreed that both Europe and the United States should move, ideally, in my view, to a zero tariff situation.
As the president spent a long weekend playing golf at his Florida properties, Americans took part in more than 1,000 protests around the country.
Trump and Musk have got to go!
Growing outcry over the administration's mass deportations, government cuts, and retirement funds quickly disappearing as the markets plunge. White House officials are brushing off questions about the optics of President Trump playing golf as new tariffs hit and markets drop. They say the president considers the market losses as temporary. One official telling NBC News the economy will be fine. But there's more uncertainty ahead as additional tariffs go into effect this Wednesday. In Washington, Vaughn Hilliard, NBC News.